Good afternoon, parents of Bayview Christian School. It is September the 19th. It's Tuesday afternoon, and I wanted to talk to you about last week, what happened last week, some things, some positive things, and then give you some instructions on our fundraiser. We've got the fundraiser kicked off, and we've got some questions about that, I'm sure. So I want to just talk to you about that and discuss these couple things with you. One was all the great things happened last week. Our girls volleyball team, our Seahawks are undefeated. They're 3-0. They played two schools last week, one all the way in Hagerstown and then also up in Dover, and they both defeated those two teams. And so it's 3-0 for the season so far for the Lady Seahawks, and so that's exciting. We also went to the zoo last week on Tuesday and had a great time, I think. I got to cook all the hot dogs and give out all the chips and sodas and snacks and stuff like that for the students, and so we had a great time. Our teachers said it seemed to be we had a great time, and so we're just thankful to be able to do that for the students. Now, there's a couple things this week we wanted to discuss, or at least one main thing we wanted to discuss this week, and that is with our fundraiser. Yesterday, your child should have come home. Children should have come home with something that looked like this, and what this is describing our fall fundraiser. We've never done one like this. In the past, we've done catalogs before, but we are doing a fall fundraiser like this, which is a barbecued pulled pork dinner. Now, we did this for our sports program last February, I believe it was, and it was a great success. And so we decided we were going to do it in the fall for our main fall fundraiser. But what we're trying to do is sell platters. And so in the platter, there's pulled pork, there's baked beans, there's coleslaw, there's cornbread, and there is also a dessert. On the form, it also shows October 7th of 2017 is the time that can be picked up. It can be picked up, meals can be picked up from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. The cost per meal is $12, and people that buy tickets can call in advance and say that they've got, like, for instance, if you bought 5 platters, my name's C.K. White, I've got 5 platters, I'm coming to pick them up, and we'll have those ready for them. And so that's what's going on with this. On the back of the envelope, there's a place for the students' names and for them to write down the people that have bought tickets from them, the amount of tickets sold, and whether or not they have paid for those tickets. That's what goes on the back of that envelope there. And so inside the envelope, what you find is the tickets. And so after a ticket is purchased, then you're supposed to give these to the people. They can bring them in when they come to pick up their platters. But we also, because you've written down their names, we also will make sure that their name is on the envelope to make sure that we just didn't have a ticket that wasn't paid for. And so that's how that fundraiser is going to go. Now, we want to go over the incentives because they should have also brought home a sheet that looked like this. On the incentives, we have incentives if, for instance, by September 25th, which is on Monday, if they turn in their form and they have 10 tickets sold, then they get a free meal from Chick-fil-A. We also have some incentives on the form about going to Coco's Funhouse and also going to Stratosphere, which I think now it's got another name, but it's the trampoline park in Delaware. The top class, if each child sells 10 tickets per 10 tickets per child, and the top class gets an ice cream party or popcorn and a movie, and the top student that sells the most, over 20 tickets, will get first place is $75 and second place is $50. And so these are just some of the incentives. They're all pretty self-explanatory there on the as far as the fundraiser. Now, a question came in yesterday through Facebook and was asking if you pick up at the school, the church here and the school, and the answer to that is yes. This is where you would pick up on October the 7th, where you would pick up the platters. Now, with all that being said, we are going to need your help. And so we probably need about 40 helpers on October the 7th. And that could be teenagers. Teenagers could be helpers because we need people pulling pork. We need people putting the stuff into the platters. We're going to need people on the phones, taking the phone calls as they come in. We will need people running the platters out to the cars because we try to we can try to deliver it right to their cars if they'd like for us to do that. So we are going to have 4 tables set up with pulled pork and all the fixings on it, and we just need help, about 40 people. If you're able to help, please comment below in the comment section of the video and let us know that you're interested in helping. We're also going to send something home for you. That'll be something in your hand to help with that as well. But let's just pray that this fall fundraiser will be a great success. Last year, our fall fundraiser brought in about $4,000, and 80% of the students participated in it. This year, we're looking for even greater things because we have more students. And so let's pray for a great success for our fundraiser here. And if, like I said, if you can help, that'd be great. Then one last thing is we want to ask you to pray about our building situation. Just last week, we did put in an offering for the property right beside us. It's a 5,000 square foot block building that needs a lot of remodeling, and we put in a bid on that property. We're just praying and seeking God's face about where we should relocate. We also contacted a realtor about next year, because maybe that property wouldn't be available for next year. I'm sorry, the phone's ringing here. And so we're just, we have to have some space. If it wasn't open, didn't work out for us to be able to purchase it, or if it wasn't ready, then we have to have some space to continue to grow. So please be in prayer for our building situation. And then lastly, don't forget, ladies, about the churches, our church's Christian Womanhood Conference that is coming up on September 30th. If you haven't registered already for it, you can register online at www.bayviewbaptistde.com. And I think that's about it. So thank you. Thanks for listening. And I try keeping these things right around 5 minutes. I've gone a little bit longer, but thank you for listening. Comment below if you're able to help us. Thank you. God bless you.